New for 2023, this is Phantom Parfum by Paco Rabanne. Now, if you're not familiar, the original Phantom came out in 2021. It was a little bit of an earthy citrus vanilla fragrance. You know, I wasn't a huge fan of it. The DNA was okay. To me, it was a little bit all over the place. You got vanilla, you got this sour note from citruses. It was a little bit earthy. It never really felt like it all came together in one great cohesive blend. But this is the Parfum version. This came out this year in 2023, and I will tell you, this is a great improvement over the original. There's a few things I want to talk about before we dive too deep, and the most obvious one is the bottle. This is a little robot. Look at this bottle. Let's check this bottle out. Some people hate the bottle. Some people love the bottle. I really don't give a shit what the bottle looks like. I think it's cool, honestly. Is it a little bit juvenile? Yes. But if you ignore the bottle, this can be worn by any age group.
This is child's play. This bottle is nothing but a piece of crap toy.
The next thing that I want to clear up and get right out of the way. Now, I've been seeing online that people compare this to By Kilian's Black Phantom, and I'm here to tell you, this smells absolutely nothing like By Kilian's Black Phantom. That's a luxury, boozy, dark chocolate fragrance. This is not that. Now, I will give it this. I sprayed this on clothes, and the next day I was smelling my shirt, and very faintly you could pick up a little bit of a Black Phantom vibe. But the everyday wearing of this, you're not gonna get Black Phantom vibes. So if you love Black Phantom by Kilian and you think this might be a cheaper alternative, this is not it. Let's give it a spray. The atomizer's pretty good. Now, right off, on first spray, you get the original Phantom DNA. What does that smell like? You get vanilla, you get a little bit of lavender, and you get citrus notes. Now, the first fragrance, like I said earlier, didn't work for me. It felt a little bit scattered and cluttered. This one comes together way nicer. This fragrance, I think, is a little bit more versatile, a little bit more bold and daring. It can be worn all year round, but I think this one thrives a little bit more in the cooler months, whereas the original Silver Robot was more of a summer, spring fragrance.
The notes: cardamom, rhubarb, bergamot, lemon, lavender, patchouli, geranium, cedarwood, vanilla, Haitian vetiver, and terry balsam.
Now, there is a sour note in here, and what is that from? Well, I did some research, and the sour note is rhubarb. So if you're familiar with how rhubarb tastes or smells, you get that vibe in this fragrance. And honestly, I think it's a little bit strange. So you get vanilla, you get a citrusy, sour rhubarb smell, and there's a little bit of spiciness. I think it comes from geranium in here. Off the first sniff, it definitely tingles the nostrils a little bit. Now, after a few hours, it does tone down into a nice vanilla, woodsy-like fragrance, but you always have that little bit of that sour note to it. This is definitely a strange fragrance. I think this is a strange fragrance. I thought the original one was very odd. Like I said, it was a concoction of a bunch of different notes, and I didn't feel like it blended smoothly together. That being said, this one improves upon that, and this one's much better balanced. So if you enjoyed the first one, chances are you're gonna love the second one, because this improves upon that one in every single aspect. The longevity of this bad boy is great. Like I said, I could smell it on my clothes. Over 24 hours later, it was still there. That's when it kind of transformed a little bit into Black Phantom, but this definitely lasts all day. On skin, maybe a little bit less, but it's still good. It's still a great performing fragrance. The projection of this is also solid. You know what? We gotta talk. Let's talk about the projection of this. Let's talk about what this is. Is this a compliment getter? I got a story for you, so check this out. I have hundreds of fragrances, okay? And I wear a different fragrance usually every single day. Some of them get compliments, most of them don't. But I don't know what it is, but every single time that I've worn this fragrance, I get compliments. And not just one compliment. It's not just my mom complimenting me. I get multiple compliments. Every time I wore this, in every place I've went, someone complimented this fragrance. So is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? You know, you either wear fragrances because you like them, or you wear fragrances to get attention and compliments. This is perfect for that. I wore this to a store and got compliments. You know, I wore this to work and I got compliments. I wore this to a doctor's appointment and got like 5 compliments. I wore it to the post office and got a compliment. I was in Home Depot all sweaty and got 2 compliments. You know, a couple from guys, which is cool, I guess. And come on, bro. I mean, I do like the bottle. Look at this. The little robot's cool. I really don't care what you think. It's juvenile. I named him too. His name's
Shadamansky.
I'm not gonna lie though, it was a little bit creepy. I put him on my shelf and in the morning he was completely turned the other way. I don't know what the fuck to think about that. You know what? Let's give this guy another spray. Once again, up top, as soon as you spray this, you get hit with a little bit of lavender. There's vanilla, there's cardamom, there's citrus notes. You definitely get that sour note from the rhubarb. There's some balsams in here, some balms, some ointments. There's some shit. There's some shit in here. You know, they only list a few notes, like maybe 10, but you can smell there's probably like 400 different notes in this. What do I think overall? Overall, I think this is a great improvement over the original. If you have this, I wouldn't even buy the original, honestly. If you love the original, this will definitely be an upgrade and you should love this. This is definitely gonna thrive in the cooler months this year, in the fall weather, the winter coming up. This is probably my #1 pick for the best designer so far of 2023. And you might argue that, but honestly, I really don't give a fuck. For me personally to wear this, I mean, honestly, I give this about a 7 out of 10. You know, it's just not quite my favorite DNA. But that being said, I do get compliments every time I wear it. So if that's important for you, definitely check this one out, pick this one up. You'll probably love it. I'll put some links down below. The 50 ml is about $90. This is the 3.4 ounce, the 100 ml, and this is about $120, which I know is a little bit expensive. All the designer markets raising in price, so it is what it is. But remember, life is too short to smell boring, so wear some fucking fragrances, bruh.